good afternoon. We have a massive mountain to climb. The verdict of the Conservative leader David Cameron in a major speech to his party's spring conference in Manchester today. Mr Cameron told party activists they must embrace faster change to take on Labour. Our political correspondent Angus Walker joins us from that conference now. Angus.
Yeah, Nina, I think mountain to climb is the catchphrase of this conference for David Cameron. Certainly a more realistic party leader making his first speech to conference as party leader. He certainly thinks he's around for the long term. And if he is around for the long term, he made a gag about that if Tony Blair stands down, and he'll be the longest serving party leader. If he is around for the long term, he needs to convince his party of two things: that they can win power and that they can accept the speed of his changes. He says he's going to fast forward to create a new Conservative party.
I know that some of you think we've had quite enough change for the time being. I read the letters asking me to slow down a bit, telling me to take it easy, reminding me to wear a tie. But I have to tell you this: Britain cannot wait while we take it easy.
So he accepts that he hasn't convinced everybody yet within his party. He's certainly got to convince lots of voters out there in Britain that he is the man to go into Downing Street. And if you look at the polls, he's not perhaps making the sort of gains he should be making, having had perhaps the most romantic honeymoon that any party leader could have had in recent times. There's a poll out in tomorrow's Sunday newspapers which puts the Tories 1 point ahead of Labour. Not enough to win. There's still a mountain to climb, it seems.
OK, Angus Walker in Manchester, thank you. Government scientists are expected to announce the results of bird flu tests on 5 other dead birds today. Laboratories are remaining open this weekend to continue with vital investigations. Our reporter Lisa McAllister joins us in Surrey now, where those tests are taking place. Lisa, any news?
Not at the moment, but as you say, scientists have been working around the clock really at this government facility to get us the results on these 5 birds. Now, they were picked up with another 14 birds within the 1,000-mile exclusion zone where the swan was picked up, and 9 of those so far have tested negative, so it's just the other 5 that we're waiting on now, and we should have some results for those at some stage today. Now, Scottish officials have been speaking today. As we reported on the ITV news, they came in for some criticism really over their failure to pick up carcasses quickly enough. But they say their plans have now swung into action. They've got 70 extra staff on to pick up carcasses, and they've braced themselves for calls. So there's a bit of hope now really that this may have been just an isolated case, given that we have 9 negative tests now in Scotland and 6 negative tests in Northern Ireland.
Lisa McAllister, thank you. A security breach is being investigated at the Grand National after a reporter managed to gain access to last year's winning horse. Police are promising security is tight though as crowds arrive for the world's biggest betting race. An estimated £250 million of bets are expected to be placed ahead of this afternoon's race. We will of course bring you news of the Grand National winner on the evening news at 6 o'clock, but that is all for now. Bye-bye.